custom decal for a water bottle. Today we're going to go ahead and be using the silhouette as you saw there. We're in Silhouette Studio now. I'm just showing you guys the design, and that is going to be the contour cut. The material used for the contour cut is going to be vinyl shield, purchased from the Rhinestone World. It'll be down in the description below. This is the vinyl I'm going to go ahead and be using. It is called Sarape. This was purchased from McLogan's. I'm going to be using the green stripe portion fading into the black area, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that here, cut it down, and that's going to be the portion that I'm going to go ahead and use. And here is the vinyl shield. I'm going to go ahead and cut this down to size. I'm just going to fast forward through this stuff for you guys. I'm using these right here, these tweezers. I like it better than the hook. Yeah, with these you're able to kind of get into a little bit tighter of crevices, especially like sharp points and stuff like that. You know, really helps you out. At least for me, it's my preference over the hook. And there's the vinyl shield cut out. I don't know if you guys can see that. Alright, this is going to lay on top of the decal. Makes it dishwasher safe, hand washing and whatnot, scratch resistant. So good looking out to the Rhinestone World. And now let's go ahead and get this Sarape vinyl. I save all my scrap pieces, so you never know. Here I'm going ahead and getting the material loaded on the cut mat. Cut settings for this material through trial and error because it is pretty thick, and my blade is not as sharp as I would like it to be. Cut settings are blade 3. And the vinyl shield. Force is, I believe, at 19 or 20. We'll go ahead and place and the speed I have it on is 7. The water bottle. That's going to be the same thing pretty much for the vinyl shield, as that is a thick material, and instead of doing multi-cuts, get that setting down to that sweet spot, and it should be a one cut. There is a little trick. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward here. Not only with this clear stuff, you know, with vinyl shield or any other clear material, but instead of you having to cut registration marks and things like that, cool another tip and trick learned from the Rhinestone World is using parchment paper in between the two layers, you know, and then you can kind of get it down, you know, in that way, and eyeball it so you get, you know, pretty much perfect. But be similar to like what you're kind of seeing on here. Like right now I can see it, but you know, kind of helps you so that you don't end up messing up a whole bunch of projects. So parchment paper, wax paper, you know, these are you know, the adhesive doesn't necessarily stick to them, so it releases from there pretty good, and you'll be good to go in that light. Get some transfer tape. The transfer tape that you're going to end up using to remove this, make it the same length as this here. If this was for a customer, that's the way I would do it, as it would leave that length amount of tape on the decal for them. They can pull off, utilize it as such. You know what I mean? So this way you don't have a shorter piece or something like that. And, you know, I mean, I've had to do it at points where I've had to cut another extra piece of tape just to kind of fill up the rest. But if you can avoid that, and this is for a customer, you want it to look right, make sure you got it the length of your actual decal. All right. As I said, I save my scrap pieces. This can be for something small. Obviously, I have all this excess. We're going to go ahead and remove that. So I've been using this piece for a minute. All right, this is all you really need. So you guys can see through it, right? That's what we're going to do. Get it and we'll hinge it to the edge here so it's clear, this part here. If you guys can see coming up. See, it's on there. Alright. So right now it doesn't really matter where it goes on here. Alright. I'm just gonna go ahead and get it on. It's on. I'm gonna go ahead and get it lined up. Actually, closer to the edge. Alright. Now you just gotta eyeball it. Make sure everything falls in line and it's actually contouring it the way you cut it. That looks good to me. I'm gonna squeeze it down right here. Okay. Here's the hinge method. Go ahead and pull off parchment paper. Alright. Now it should be all lined up. Make sure you squeeze it down well, and it's actually adhering to the decal itself. Let's try to squeeze out any air bubbles if there are any in there. And there it is. All right, if you guys can see close enough, I'll see if the light hits it. If you can see the contour of, there you go, you can kind of see it there, of the vinyl shield. All right, and as I said, that's going to protect it in the dishwasher, hand washing, scratch resistant, you know, for the most part, and keeps the longevity of, you know, your decal. You know, this is something that you can also offer your customers, you know, kind of upcharge them a little bit, you know. Great product though, much appreciated to the Rhinestone World. There'll be information linked in the description. Again, this is a one-man show here for right now until I can get my camera stuff set up. But I still wanted to make sure that I showed you guys some of this stuff. You know, I know there's probably a number of videos out there. Don't know, you know, how informative they are, but here's another one. All right, tap in, subscribe, make sure you hit that bell button so you get notified whenever I drop a video. Yeah, till next time.